Hmm. So, guys, as we know that, okay, starting point of modern history, people get confused. From here we should start. So, people have different ideas, guys. From here we should start. But roughly speaking, I will start from the death of the
Aurangzeb.
Aurangzeb, 1707 actually. So see, guys, after the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, you know what? There was a political and administrative fragmentation in India. Like some regional states have emerged. Guys, these backgrounds will matter. Remember carefully. Like like there was Bengal, then Hyderabad, Punjab, Maratha. They were got separated. So if they got separated, so their union power will be weaker, and that advantage will be taken by the British, who were waiting for a long time. In fact, so guys, that is the turning point of Indian history. In fact, after the death of say Aurangzeb, actually, because Aurangzeb has defeated British, humiliating defeat. So British used to get afraid of the Aurangzeb, but when he died, they started their true color actually. So, guys, this was the first event actually, 1757, known as Battle of Plassey in Indian history. See, guys, this was the decisive battle for the British India Company actually, because it laid down the foundation for the British rule in India basically. Yes, and British have proved that. See, guys, British were are very less in number, and Indians were very high in number. Despite this, British had defeated India actually. So this shows the skill power of British that time, basically to the world. Suppose that 100 is in India, so only British were 10. Still British have defeated India. This was the strategic skill actually. Yeah. So guys, this was the first battle, Battle of Plassey, where British have won the war. I will not go in the detail. Just I will focus on the chronology part. Now there was again one battle, guys, 1764 actually, Battle of Buxar. And guys, why this is more significant? Because here British have won the war, that is political one. But in 1764, they have got the economic power in the form of Diwani rights.
Diwali rights.
What is Diwani rights? Diwani rights is nothing but what? Revenue collection power. And you know that when people will get the money, their power automatically get increased. You can see example at present time. So guys, economy equal to empire. But guys, there's one problem in British East India Company. The thing is that they were private company. In private company means what? There was no restrictions. So they used to do a corruption. Persons like Robert Clive. He used to do a lot of corruption basically because there was no restrictions. He used to loot the money and send back to his own family, not British Parliament. And then Queen Victoria from British has appointed a committee. What is going on in India? And that committee has given a shocking message that they are exploiting Indians, but they are not sending back to British Parliament. And that is where, guys, first parliamentary control over India has established that is known as Regulating Act 1877 3. 1773 actually. So to remove the corruption, this was the first parliamentary control. Why parliamentary control? Because they were private companies. So now government will control parliamentary control. Yeah. So guys, earlier Robert Clive used to be known as Governor of Bengal. But in 1773, they had changed the position from Governor of Bengal to Governor General of Bengal. Then what is the difference? Guys, the difference is nothing but Governor of Bengal means he used to control over the Bengal only. But Governor General of Bengal means he will control over Bombay and Madras also. Madras like Andhra, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu, basically. So this is the difference, guys. People actually get confused कि both are the same thing. No. Governor of Bengal means only control over Bengal. Governor General of Bengal means control over Bombay and Madras as well. Because that time Bengal, Bombay and Madras, they were the three prominent provinces in India actually for the revenue collection and everything, right? But guys, you know what? Everything is going on. But you know what? There should be somebody, there should be somebody to check what is going on in India. And that is where for the first time we have established Supreme Court actually. So guys, if you people see yes, when Supreme Court has been established, that was in 1773 only. Supreme Court. Because that Governor General of Bengal is doing right or wrong, who will check it? Supreme Court. Because Queen Victoria is in England, so how will she check? So that's why we need what? Supreme Court. So if you see us, be careful. But guys, you should know that Governor General of Bengal cannot do everything alone, right? Like Prime Minister today, he needs Council of Minister, right? In the same way, that time we need also Council, and that is nothing else but Executive Council. So, guys, if you will see ask, Executive Council has been established when? So it was in 1773 only to assist the Governor General of Bengal. You can consider like Prime Minister today and Council of Minister in the same way. And more on, there was also one court of director. Court of director was nothing but group of people. Actually, they used to assist the Governor General in expertise matter like trade matter, revenue matter, and everything. So court of director basically commercial function, in fact like commerce ministry, like something like that. So, guys, one thing I told you, right? You should ask this question. In fact, you see, there is the Governor General of Bengal and Supreme Court. Who has more power? There will always be a question, and that led to the tussle. Like in India, there was a tussle between Parliament and Supreme Court. Then Keshavanand Bharti case has emerged. In the same way, there was also tussle. Who is more powerful? And to settle the matter, they have brought what? Act of Settlement Act 1781. Who is more powerful? Then they have decided the function, judiciary and executive. This is judicial function and this is executive function, in fact. So, guys, remember everything as per the chronological order, what is going on actually. Otherwise, things will be
Many,
very difficult. Yes, ask.
see, you asked na Governor General and Supreme Court. It should be
Hmm.
always na why they have brought this act. Due to British issue, there won't be more power to Supreme Court, as there should be more power to Governor General. Na?
See, Priyal.
Why they have to need to
Hmm.
brought this?
See what is the purpose of Supreme Court? To check the validity of what
Hmm.
Governor General of Bengal doing.
Hmm.
So if Supreme Court struck down the law passed by the Governor General of Bengal, so they will be tussle na कि why has he stuck there? So they have divided the function कि what Governor General of Bengal can do and what Supreme Court can do. This is what like our Indian Constitution what does it say? कि this is function which Supreme Court will do and this is the function which Parliament will do. So they have done this with separation of power actually. Act of Settlement Act 1781. That's it only. Then 1784, Pitts,
Hmm.
Pitts 17. See, guys, I told you that body actually, court of director, commercial function. It means trade function has to be controlled by this body only. But guys, don't you think he will do corruption? Because he has whole power, political power as well as commerce power. So they thought that okay, we should do one thing, we should separate political and
Commercial
commercial
power.
power, and that is where they have separated, and they have made a new two body actually, not a new two body, but actually one new body that is court of director, which was earlier, and a board of control they have established. So board of control will function the control of political affairs, and a court of director will control the function of commercial affairs. So this is very why they have established because they thought that the court of director has concentrated power, and concentrated power means corruption. So to reduce the corruption and to avoid the corruption, what they have done, they have established one more body that is board of control. So board of control means political function, and court of director means commercial function. See for commercial, remember like that. So this is also known as double government. I repeat, double government. So guys, I told you know कि executive council was there here, and there was four member. So guys, one member has died actually. So remain three member one only. So remember, in PITS India, there was only three because one member has died accidentally. And guys, for the first time, British have recognized that India is mine. Now India is mine. British possession in India. Before 1784, they were just as a trader. Now they realize that India is mine now. 1784. Okay, thing was going on, but guys, that time you remember the world history, right? So, guys, that time American revolution was going on, and America got independence. So, if America got independence, then British officials who were in America they came back to England, and one of the officials was Lord Cornwallis. He was very prominent, actually, civil servant that time. So, what he did, what British Parliament did, they decided to send Lord Cornwallis to India, but he said, no, no, no. I will not go like that. I want more power, so that whatever I want, I can do there. Say that okay, take your power, but remember one thing, right? Don't do wrong thing. Always do in the fear of the British only. So he came to in India in 1786. That is known as Amendment Act 1786. So why it is called Amendment Act? Because he was given more power actually. So he was given commander of chief. See, he was already Governor General of Bengal, but he was also given the power of commander of chief actually. And guys, he is the same guy who has created the post of collector which you are preparing for. That's why he is known as the father of civil service in India. And he has also separated the revenue function and judicial function because revenue function and judicial function used to be performed by single person, but he has separated. Okay, now judge will do judicial function at local level, and collector will do revenue power actually. And guys, there is also emerged home charge function. What is home charge in fact? Home charge is nothing but means the British officials who is working as the part of the as a part of the India, if they are living in London also, so their salary will be charged from the India. This is called home charge. I repeat, the British officials who are directly or indirectly linked with Indian territory. So if they are in London right now, but their salary will be charged from the India only. This is called home charge. UPSC has already asked this question in prelims. What do you mean by home charge? So remember this thing. So this is the time, guys, when this concept has emerged. So UPSC asks like that. The home charge has emerged under which act? People get confused because they don't know the style, right? Now, guys, the things was and guys, yes, in 1793 there was a decision that now every after every 20 years after right there will be meeting 20 years. That's why after 1793 there was a meeting in 1813 as well. And guys, you know that actually I told you, right, the importance of 1813. It was the time, guys, in world history when Napoleon came into power in France, and the British were afraid of Napoleon because he was one of the greatest warrior of that time, actually. So British thought that now I should put more control over India because Napoleon can go in India and he will control India. So what he did, he has tried to abolish the monopoly of a company in India and try to remove that monopoly. But tea and China monopoly will be remain because there was a high demand of tea. And who was the best importer and producer of tea in the world? China.
China.
Guys, the concept of tea has emerged from China only. I repeat, the concept of tea has emerged from China only in the world. Always remember this thing. So, guys, that's why you know what this tea and China, except tea and China, everything will be now opened so that the British Parliament can directly control over the India also. And guys, this is the time only when constitutional position of British was defined. I repeat, in 1784, British said that India is mine now. But in 1813, British said that this is my constitutional position. Means like this is India, so this is my territory. This is like that. So this is called constitutional position. So PSC can confuse you. For the first time, when British has declared as a constitutional position of British, that is 1813, due to the fear of Napoleon actually. Yes, and this is also called Napoleon Continental System. Yes. So guys, things
Napoleon
was going on like that. Things was going like Napoleon Continental System.
continental
Yes.
system.
Things was going on like that. And guys, I told you yesterday, right? This was the time, guys, when for the first time education system was taken care of. Because 1 lakh money was be will be actually 1 lakh money will be invested in the education sector actually. So this is the first time, guys. I told you about yesterday, right? In 1833, guys, there was a major change. The reason being, some educated middle class emerged in India, like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, right, Anand Mohan Bose, right. These leaders emerged actually, and they tried to bring some reform. And fortunately, I repeat, fortunately, there was a good Governor General of India at that time, William Bentinck, good friend of mine actually. Not friend actually, I was not that time. But see, so William Bentinck actually, right? So he was the first, I repeat, he was the first Governor General of India. Guys, earlier Governor General of Bengal, now Governor General of India. What is the difference actually? People get confused. Let me clarify that. See, guys, Governor General of Bengal means Governor General of Bengal means Madras and Bombay can make their own rule and can they exercise their own role. But after Governor General of India, it means कि he will make the rules, only they will implement. This is the difference. So guys, remember, I repeat, कि before this, Madras, Bombay, or any other territory, they can make their own rule and can they execute their own rule. But after this, they decided, कि no, no, no. This will make the rule, like Parliament make the rules, and then local official implement that. So this is called Governor General of India actually. And who was the first one? William Bentinck actually. And guys, let me tell you, that time there was also one person, Macaulay, and he has said that now English education system will be promoted in India in all level. Yes, in all level actually. And guys, I told you na कि in executive council reduced to three number here because one person has died. So here Michael was added again. So again it become four member council of executive council. So remember this thing. I told you yesterday, right? कि Michael has brought the English education system in India, which you are studying for, basically. Yes, things was going on, guys, and since he has introduced English education, so people will definitely revolt in India. So on account of this, they have said, okay, 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 don't worry, I will bring one reform here. कि at local level there will vernacular education. Vernacular is mother tongue, but at higher level English education will be there only. So this is called Boots Dispatch. I study. I told you. So and after this reform only. So guys, 1853 actually this was the time, guys, when most of the Indian territory were annexed under the British. So British needs more power, more officials to control. That's why they have created a new post in India, Lieutenant Governor. And this is what UPSC has asked the question. When for the first time new Lieutenant Governor post was created, that was in 1853. Because that time we are in 1853. It means 100 years of British control in India. So British have controlled almost all part of India, right? Like Punjab, Sindh, and everything basically. They are in the control of British. So that's why we need more officials to control India, right? So that's why they have given control. They have created new post, Lieutenant Governor plus six member, basically. Yes. And guys, this is the time when for the first time they decided to open the open competition in the civil service. Because earlier, guys, there was a restrictions of Indian to participate in the civil service. Guys, this is called Indian civil service. Then why the hell Indians were restricted actually? This is the actually concerning point. But for the first time, it was decided that now there will be open competition. Basically, there will be open competition. Guys, I will come to this point again. Remember carefully because this point will come again.
So in
And
1853, they decided there is open competition in civil service. But
yeah,
earlier,
no
the civil
restriction on
service,
India. Hmm.
okay, the earlier
Hmm.
managed civil service is introduced only to the British part, right? They are
Not only to.
elected like this only without
Not
competition.
only to Priyal, not only to. There was a restriction for the Indian to be eligible for the civil service. Very, very severe restrictions. Means a rare
So,
person has to be appointed. But now they said, okay, open competition now. Now
okay.
enjoy. This is what.
Huh.
Now this is the time, guys, when company rule also defined. Means undefined. Because see, I told you here, na, कि after every 20 years, they will be meeting 1793, then 1813, then 1833, then 1853. After this, they said, no, now there will be no definition to when meeting will be happen. Meeting can happen anytime. Meeting can happen anytime. So UPSC can ask here, when company rule was undefined. It was in 1853 only. Now, guys, you know that time there was a various discontent. There was a various discontent among Indians, right? The British are doing wrong and all. So that led to the 1857 revolt actually, and that is called first war of Indian independence, according to B.D. Savarkar actually. So guys, after this, you know what? There will be major change actually. So guys, all these act which I have discussed, here there was a company rule, company rule. But now, since this revolt has happened, so the Queen of England has got angered. He said, "Okay, why the hell revolt taken place? You guys are nothing, useless. Now I will change the rule and I will bring the crown rule now." Yes. So guys, this is the time when crown rule has started, guys. From 1773 to 1857, it was the company rule. I repeat, it was the company rule. But from here now, crown rule has started because Queen got angered actually. So why? They have conducted the revolt actually. They should have controlled, but they could not control. It means they are useless. So, guys, this is called Good Governance Act, 1858, just after the revolt. And do you know what? They try to pacify Indian actually. So Queen Victoria actually, whatever Queen is this, not matter. But the Queen of England, this she said that कि, I am sending a letter to my Indian brothers. She was saying brother to India. She was looting, but she was saying brother. See, I am sending to letter to my Indian brothers. Read that. I mean, this was just, you know what, guys, disguising actually. This was nothing but looting India again actually. But yes, guys, since they try to control deadly, so but Queen cannot come India, right? So that's why they have created one new post, and that is known as Secretary of State. What is the difference actually, right? Secretary of State is nothing but, guys, the member of Parliament in India, member of Parliament in British, right? Who used to be representative between Viceroy and Queen. Suppose that Queen is in England and India is Viceroy. Guys, I repeat, Governor General of India post has been abolished and that has been replaced by the Viceroy. People may confuse ki what is the difference between Governor General of India and Viceroy. Actually, both are not the same, guys. Both are in the same post, but power is different. Let me tell you what. See, guys, Viceroy means, you know what? This person will be responsible towards the queen because crown rule is there, na. But in company rule, Governor General of India was not responsible to queen actually. This is the basic difference. Otherwise, power is same actually. So this Viceroy will be in India and Secretary of State will be in England only. And this Secretary of State will act as a link between queen and Viceroy. So
Mediator.
what is going? Yeah. So, guys, remember here, UPSC can confuse you, right? Secretary of State will not stay in India. He will be in the England only. But he will, whatever is going on in India, Viceroy will give message to Secretary of State. And Secretary of State, since he was the member of Parliament in British, so he will give message to the Queen there, basically. And guys, since everything was going on because of that, court of director and board of control, so these both posts was abolished. Abolished that post, abolished. They have abolished that post actually. Yes, go. Now see, guys, again, Indians were educated somewhat like Dadabhai Nauroji, Surinath Banerjee, Gopal Krishna Gokhale. So now there was a demand of what? Financial decentralization. It means Indians should be also allowed in the parliament, law-making power and all. So for the first time, Indian Council Act 1861 came into picture, guys. And here one member was added in Executive Council, guys. So that is a five member. Actually, that is not important actually. How many members were there? You possibly not ask, I think, actually. So guys, since Indians were demanding I should be also allowed in the councils to get nominated to participate in the decision and all. So they have increased non-official. I repeat it. See, there were two kind of member, guys, official and non-official. So official will be only British and non-official Indians
Mm.
can be allowed, will be allowed. There was not mention actually. See how clever they were, guys. They said that okay, I'm introducing non-official member and Indians can be allowed, will be allowed. They have not mentioned it. So guys, if you see ask for the first time when nomination system for Indians in the council were introduced, that is in 1861 only, and they have also allowed portfolio system. What do you mean by portfolio system? Bhagya will tell.
Ministries allotting.
Yes, good. Ministry actually, like you say, defense ministry, finance ministry, like that. So portfolio system they have also allowed. If this function will be because the demand has increased. So now they will start financial decentralization actually. So guys, okay, the thing was going on, but guys, in 1885, due to the moderate leaders, Indian National Congress has been established, right? So this was the constitutional demand for the Indians to be appointed in council to demand further reforms and everything, right, guys? So on account of this, they have brought 1892 reforms, guys. Here, 1861, Indians were allowed to sit, and they used to speak just one yes, 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 only yes, yes. They cannot ask counter question. But here they were allowed to ask counter question as well. Okay, you ask your question, ask us, but after notice. You give notice that you are asking the question, but you cannot ask supplementary question. No, no, no. Supplementary question I will not allow. You ask after the given notice, and when I will answer the question, then after that you will not ask the question. What is that actually? I don't know. But voting right, but not allowed. They can discuss the budget and they can ask the question actually. Yes. And again, they have increased the member, I think, 10 to 16, I think. They have increased the member of the Indians, non-official guide only, right? 1892 actually. So guys, these number which Indians are getting increased, they are not in executive council. Remember this. They are in only legislative purpose. I repeat, because executive council has major power. So they still have not allowed Indian to execute actually. They only okay, you can come and sit and you can tell what should be there. And they cannot execute. Only British will execute. So remember this thing. UPSC can confuse here. Now in 1909, but guys, before 1909, one major event has happened. Now Priyal will tell. Be-
Before
between between 1892 and 1909, one major event has happened. Tell me what was that?
Parliamentary
Priyal?
reforms, it is in
No, that
1909.
was in 1909, Priyal. In 1905, what has happened? Partition of
Partition.
Partition.
Bengal.
Part-
Hmm. So guys, you know what? That time there was a rift between Hindu and
Bengal. Hmm.
Muslim. Rift. And
Muslim
see,
and Hindu.
that rift was advantageous to the British because there was a what disagreement between Hindu and Muslim. So the unity of Hindu and Muslim will be broken, and that was the advantageous to the British actually, and that is what they wanted actually, right? So in 1909 they have introduced separate electorate to divide again Muslim from Hindu actually. So guys, what we are seeing today in Pakistan, that is the result of I think British only. If they wanted, na, they could have united India, but they could not want actually. They just wanted their own welfare actually. Yes, and that is what has happened actually. Anyway, so guys, again, new non-official member were introduced in India. 69 they have. They have increased 69. Number guys, UPSC will not ask. Just remember that they have increased, right? That's it only. And guys, one thing here important. One thing important is that there were official member and non-official member. So official member will be majority in center and non-official will be majority in province. I repeat, here UPSC can ask because see there was center and state also. So in center only official member will be nominated. Official member means only British member, and in province non-official member will also be in the majority. So remember this thing only. Number UPSC will not ask because they will check your concept only. Yes. So that is what is needed. Now, guys, Gandhi came actually in 1915, right? So extremist leader have marched to Gandhi. Yes, because that time there was a rise of extremist, but after coming to Gandhi, extremist leader marched to Gandhi ideology only. I repeat, this is very important question. If UPSC ask why after 1915 extremists but disappeared because of the entry of Gandhi, common sense. So in 1919, guys, there it was one of the very prominent provision actually in history because they have introduced for the first time direct election. I repeat,
Direct
direct election and
election.
voting right. Okay, you can give voting now in a legislative council. The first time they have allowed voting rights, and also they have introduced diarchy. What is diarchy actually? Diarchy means कि
So,
division of subject like BC union list, state list, and concrete list. In the same way, there was earlier reserve subject and transfer subject. Reserve subject means कि only reserved for the governor general. And transfer subject means you know what means it can be transferred to the province and local government. So this is called diarchy, guys. So people see ask when diarchy was introduced. So in 1919 only, and they have also introduced for the first time public service commission, not union public service commission, public service commission only. But in 1925, guys, there was one commission, Lee Commission. He said that there should be one central public service commission, and that is where UPSC has been found actually, guys, which we are preparing for actually. So we should know that history, right? Yes.
1925, right?
Yeah. No, 1925 commission has been formed, but 1926 UPSC has been formed, and that exists till now. That's why in 2026 the current chairman of UPSC, Ajay, right? He has celebrated 100 years of UPSC
Seriously.
journey actually. So guys, this is important for they can ask from the UPSC journey. I repeat, in mains as well as in prelims. So guys, in 1927 there was a Simon Commission, and there was a slogan, Simon go back, Simon go back, Simon go back. Why? Because all the members in Simon Commission were the British.
Are British.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but you know, guys, there was one good provision in Simon Commission. Actually, you should know actually that. Do you know what was that? That was, you know what? There should be provincial autonomy. Because see, because there was a division of subject. I told you, Darky in 1919. So he said that, provinces should be given autonomy. They can make their own rule all the matter, in all the matter. And that was actually implemented in 1935. Yes. They were given provincial autonomy, but Darky was introduced in center. Yes, Darky was introduced in center now. And guys, this is the act when federal court, RBI, Federal Public Service Commission, and many other posts like post of governor and all were created actually in 1935. And this has become the background of the Constitution of India as well as guys. So
Mhm.
guys, this is how actually Indian system has evolved actually, basically from the earlier to the last actually. Really, you can stop the video now.
You didn't told about August offer after that and
I will tell
Pearson.
Priyal first stop